Hey, what up, yo? So, back in the building, I would say this is another sensational Saturday, but fortunately, I'm sorry, this is not Saturday. We're actually here on a Sunday. So, sorry, guys, that I wasn't unable to create a broadcast yesterday. Yesterday, I was traveling. I ran into a lot of issues trying to get here to my place here in Colombia, and I'm just glad I finally made it. It took me the entire day. Started off at 5 a.m., caught my 5 a.m. flight, which actually ended up being like at 6 o'clock. Then I missed my second layover flight to get here. So, but I'm glad I'm here. Here with my good man here. A $ DP's here with me. Definitely happy I got this guest here with me. So, of course, you guys know, if you guys like this, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. And of course, after you subscribe, hit that bell so you get all the notifications of everything that's going on. Because you guys know that I release tons of videos, updates, news, and everything. So, make sure you don't forget about that. So, of course, you can also donate to the platform if you like what's going on. You can hit the super chat. Also, you can, hit me up on the Cash App as well. So, without any further ado, let's get into this. I got my good man here. You know what? I want to make sure I introduce him the right way because he's been all over. I've been knowing him for several years now, I would say. We finally meet up here. True. Exactly here in Colombia. We finally got a chance to meet up. It's sad that a lot of time for me to meet people is usually whenever I'm out of the country. I don't know why that is, but it is what it is. But my boy here, he lived in Panama. Which is actually great. Also, he's been to Colombia. Of course, we here right now, Colombia. Yep, and my boy here also, he been to Brazil. He been to a couple of cities in Brazil, but just to name a few, he been to Copacabana. He been to Salvador, Bahia, Fortaleza. He also been to Venezuela. Been to Costa Rica. He's been to the DR. We all like the DR. He also been to El Salvador, Guatemala. He been to Mexico. So I want to give it out to my good man, my man here in the building, $ DP, 5-star general of the game in this piece. Give it up, give it up.
What's up? I'm blessed to be here with the Solo Traveler. Thanks once again for inviting me over. I really do appreciate it. Just getting together and putting these two heads together that we have with the information that we have on traveling and just exploring the world and then enjoying life and the culture and the beauty of these different countries. It's a beautiful thing when you can experience that. I'm truly blessed and highly favored to be able to do something like that.
Yeah, man. I'm glad to even have you on the show because you know what? You're constantly moving around. I love that. I respect that about you. We've talked a lot on the side and everything, about traveling and life and everything. Yes, and that's I'm like, it's big to even have you on here. So I'm like, this is what I'm talking about.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me.
And also, I also want to put out there that my boy, he's going to start up a YouTube channel as well. So don't forget, once you start it up, let me know. I don't mind, publishing it out there, letting people know exactly what's going on, promote you, whatever, because he got a lot of content, he's constantly on the move. So you want to see his content, from his perspective and so forth, but so far, so how has your trip here in Colombia been?
Oh, it's been amazing. I mean, from the time I landed, to the time I got to my Airbnb, just driving from the airport was an experience because now, like here in Colombia, they didn't have the tunnels finished before in Medellin. And now they have the tunnels finished and you can get to your destinations faster versus driving an hour and a half through mountains and stuff like that to get to where you're supposed to go. So they made it a lot more convenient for the people that actually live here.
Exactly. That one, it cut down from 48 minutes to what, 15 minutes or 20 minutes, man.
Exactly.
I was glad when they did that last year, man. I was like, when they opened it up, I mean, how many times I got scared going down that mountain, because they be hitting them curves and everything, like
cutting in front of each other. I mean, it's like a mad race to get to where you go. Instead of just going with the flow, just going with the traffic. They don't believe in that.
No,
they're gonna cut around you, go to the left, to the right of you, go in front of you, make you stop, then keep going. But for some reason, I've never been in an accident. I've never been in an accident.
Thank God.
Thank God for that, boy. But these guys know what they're doing. Most of them know what they're doing, even on the bikes, but like I said, I just enjoyed the fact when I get off that plane that I know that something special is getting ready to happen in this country. I already feel it when I get off. So, and then when you get here and you start to see different parts of the country, do things that you always want to do something different when you come here.
Yep.
Always want to do something different.
Facts, no pencil.
It's just amazing, though. It's an amazing country. Trust me, when you come here, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Exactly. Yo, one thing I also want to add when we're talking about those cars driving off the mountain, man. One thing you notice that they will cut you off on a turn.
Oh yeah, that's not a problem at all.
Yeah,
that's regular.
Yeah,
cut you off and keep going. And the thing about it, they're not honking at each other. And now, if you do that in New York, where I'm from, or in Atlanta, man, please. Somebody might go postal on you.
Exactly,
but see, here they cut each other off like it's nothing and keep going.
Yeah, exactly. It is what it is. Keep it moving.
That's it.
Yo, first I gotta say what up to the Molano, the travel boy. Yo, thanks for joining in. Drop a bomb for you. Thanks for showing up, man. J Black 142. Thanks for showing up as well. And the Lonely Banter. Thanks, yo. Definitely appreciate you being here as well. Drop a bomb for you as well. So let's get into this, man. First off, because I know that you just got back from a couple of these trips, and you went to Central America. You visited 3 different countries. One of them is basically El Salvador. I've been hearing a lot about it. I know one of my boys, you guys know him, the Black. I think he go by Spanish, the Black Spanish. Sorry, and he spends a lot of time out there. But of course, since you just came from out there, right, and I want to get your perspective of El Salvador. Right. So, tell me, like in a nutshell, what did you think about the country?
When I got there, it started at the airport when I got off the plane. So when I got to El Salvador, it's a process to get through their customs. It's nothing like ours at all.
Really?
First, you got to pay to come into the country.
Really? You got to pay for a visa?
You got to pay. You got to pay to come into the country.
How much is the fee?
The fee was I believe it was like $12.
Oh, that's nothing. That's not too bad.
$12, and then you got to show them your passport. They're gonna make a copy of your passport for you. They do stuff like that. I don't know why, because I've never experienced it in any other country. But now, let's say you pay for the visa, then you gotta get on another line to show your passport.
Oh, okay.
Then you get a ticket showing that you paid. I wish I would have brought that thing with me. But we didn't know we was gonna meet up.
Yeah.
But this it's a ticket that they give you to show the people at customs that you paid for your visa.
Oh, okay.
And then they go through your process. That takes another maybe 15 minutes, and then you're outside of the actual customs. And if I was you, I would already plan on getting a taxi. There's no Uber.
Okay. It's just like I had the same thing when I went to Nicaragua. They didn't have any Uber. It's all strictly taxi.
Yeah, it was taxis, and it's a controlled environment because it's at the airport.
Yep. And
maybe an Uber may drop you off, but it's not going to take you to your destination.
Okay. That's interesting fact. So what made you want to go visit El Salvador?
Well, I'm not into traveling to the same countries all of the time. That's just not my thing. I wanted to experience something different, just for my life, for the culture, for the ambiance, just to sit back and relax and enjoy the country. A lot of people go to countries for many different reasons. Yep. My reasons for going to these countries is to actually learn more about the country, as much as I can, as far as the culture and the food, the ambiance of the country, and find out, what it really means to be a part or a citizen in that country.
Facts, no
That's
fencing.
facts right there. That's some good stuff right there. And that's like the true travelers, because I know that things has changed with traveling, especially for a lot of people and everything. And we got to go back to the basic. A lot of times is, you want to travel for the culture, for the people, so you could, learn something new, and it's good for the soul.
Right. And that's important what you said for the people. Now, surprisingly, I've met a lot of business partners on these trips, like
really
just on the plane through conversation. Now we're business associates.
Nice.
I got your card, you got my card. I got your information, you got mine. So it works out both ways. I mean, I'm talking from San Salvador, El Salvador, Guatemala, Costa Rica. These places that I go to, I build business relationships.
See, that's how it should
I'm not
be.
just going there to jump off a cliff into the ocean, jet ski, eat seafood all day. I'm there to learn the country and the ideas and maybe figure out a way how I can make some currency there with the people that are currently doing it big there now.
Yeah.
So these are the people that I'm actually meeting on the plane.
Nice. You see, and I'm dropping a bomb on that one. See, that's how you do it, man. That's how it should be done. You know what I mean? Because we're all connected internationally, whether you believe it or not.
Yep. And to be honest with you, they're faster to become. They're more. What I might say. They're more faster to approach you in a business manner than anything else, and they're about their business. Like I said, this is something that I didn't expect to happen. I didn't plan it to happen that way, but it never fails. Every time I go on a trip, I always meet some type of business associate where I can get involved in the real estate game or whatever may be to elevate myself, elevate my income, and take more trips to different places and build more relationships. You don't want to get stuck on I want to go there because they got the best jet skiing or they got the best boating or they got this and that. You never know what's in store for you when you get in the right place. It's always a plan that can elevate you to another level if you're paying attention to what's actually going on in your surroundings when you get to the country. That's why it's always best to get out and meet people, mingle.
Yep. Exactly, man. That's what I'm talking about. Yo, hold on. I want to address one thing here. We got here we go. Where is it at here? Someone said. So right here, so J Black 142, he asks, your guest, tell us about Costa Rica. Don't worry, that's going to be the one of the topics we're going to touch on. So first, we're starting off with El Salvador. We're going to jump into Guatemala. Then we're going to finish off with Costa Rica because Costa Rica is his wheelhouse. That's like,
you don't want to get me started on Costa Rica. I'm truly the 5-star general of Costa Rica. I'll tell you that right now. So we're going to get to that though. Just like my man said, just like the solo traveler said, we're going to get to that Costa Rica. But we got to order that we're going in right now so everybody can get it. But we're not pushing you to the side. Trust me. Yep. We spoke about this for a minute. That we're going to go in. But don't miss the Costa Rica portion. Trust me.
Yeah, because I want to get this all out the way because a lot of people haven't spent a lot of time in like El Salvador or Guatemala. And I want to make sure at least get that information out there. A lot of people have been to Costa Rica. And I just wanted to make sure we at least get this segment out the way. But nonetheless, let's jump back into it. So what did you enjoy the most about being in El Salvador?
The most thing I enjoyed about being in El Salvador, man, it was like in the downtown area.
Mm-hmm.
These people were practicing the COVID, but at the same time, they were still enjoying life, man. They had music going. I mean, it was just like a maybe a carnival or something. But really? At the same time, they had like an outside market where you could buy your Nike, you could buy your Gucci, you could buy this or whatever. So it was like wide open, and I never saw it like that. The only place I've ever seen it wide open like that is if anybody knows anything about New York, Freeman Street, where they have the vendors that own the places where you could go get your sneakers, your clothes, your up-to-date clothes and stuff like that. Even the village downtown Manhattan, you can go to Soho and get whatever you want, because it's an open market on the weekend. Well, they got an open market every day.
Nice. So basically, so many words, they're wide open. COVID didn't mean nothing.
But they were practicing the COVID, but that didn't stop their money.
Perfect. That's what I'm talking about. So basically, you're saying that you walked around with just, you had to keep your mask on, social distancing and all that other stuff. Anything else that you could think of as far as COVID or anything like that? Well, did you need a test to enter into?
Now, when I got to Guatemala, they didn't require. Oh, did they? Yes, they did. They required a COVID test.
Okay.
They required a COVID test when I got there because I remember taking one in Atlanta. So I took the COVID test, got that, was on the plane. Then when you get there, remember you got to pay for the visa to be in the country. Then you go then you go and you show them your passport, and then they process you out, stamp you. You go out the exit. That's it. No Ubers.
Okay.
Only taxis.
Okay, so you need a PCR test not only for El Salvador but also for Guatemala.
Now for Guatemala, they asked for the proof of the COVID test.
Oh, really?
Right there at the border, because we crossed. It was like this. This is San Salvador, El Salvador. This is the bridge. We crossed the bridge. Crossed the bridge, went up a hill. That's where the entry into the country was. There's a big tank there with a cannon on it.
Oh, okay.
Artillery piece.
So you didn't fly in. You just basically walked in.
We walked right across the bridge into Guatemala. And let me tell you, it was an experience in Guatemala. I'll wait till you get to that part.
Exactly.
I'll wait till you get to that part.
So my question is, what you didn't like about El Salvador? Because there's a lot to like about it, but what were some of the things
that I didn't like? Well, it wasn't too many, but this is one. Basically, you gotta really find a spot to eat at. Like, okay, let's just throw it out there. You're at home. You can go out to the restaurants and eat stuff like that. Okay, they got regular restaurants. But one thing I don't do is when I go to countries, I don't eat at McDonald's.
Yeah, of course.
I don't, and I'm not taking nothing away from McDonald's. McDonald's is a good store, but this American food, I'm not going to your country to eat American food.
Exactly.
Now, I don't eat pork, but there's a lot of other things in those countries that you can eat. I'm a seafood lover.
Okay.
So as many different dishes you can get from those countries. The only thing that I didn't like is I really felt like they needed more variety in their food selection, because I could get arepa. They was big on arepas.
Oh man, that's big in Latin America, but man, for Central America, surprised that arepa was like
arepas, man. I was like, everywhere you went, there was a arepa store. Everywhere you went, I was like, wow. Then they have a mall, but you got buffalo wings and you got McDonald's and you got Blimpies. I'm not trying to eat that.
Exactly.
I want to eat some authentic food from your country that's not pork.
Yeah. Nice. So while you were out there in the streets and everything, so what was it really like? Like, was it extremely crowded? A lot of vendors selling you stuff? Like they had like little food carts or some, or was it just like a regular just stores?
No, and it's another thing about their country, like their storefronts is in front of their house.
Oh, okay.
And it's gated.
Really?
Yeah. And they got security.
Really?
Yeah. But it's gated and it's running. They got the sign in front of it. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Okay, come here. You eat this and arepa. I wasn't mad at them. It's their country. That's what they specialize in. But when I went downtown where they had the open venues, they had more people, outside vendors, that because it was an open market.
Okay.
So they had the outside vendors with the fish, and they got the rice and they got the the tortillas, all that stuff like that with it, and they can make you it got great once I figured out where I could go for my food. And then the resort I was staying at was the La Jaromada, That was it was the only reason why I stayed there, because it was security and it was my first time in the country. So whenever you go out first time to the country, you want to stay at a place that has security until you can actually learn the country.
Yep.
You never know what's going to happen. Not that you plan for anything to happen, but it's best to protect yourself before you get into a situation, because you don't actually speak their language. And it's not too far from Espanol, but at the same time, they have a certain twang to their words. Everybody has that.
It's kind of like plan for the worst, but expect the,
Yeah. Just plan to have a good time. Plan to be safe, and your trip will be well. And when I say doing that, I'm talking about from when you get out the airport into a taxi, from when you get to your place to stay. I wouldn't recommend you doing an Airbnb right off the back. Like I said before, get someplace like a resort like I did. Everything was all inclusive. It was not that much, and they had security. You can have visitors, but basically, everybody has to be ID'd and go through a process.
Which is perfect, all for safety.
Right? You got your food, you got your 5-star room, you got all your stuff there. You're good. Now you're learning the country. So the next time you come back, you might feel a little better and say, hey, I feel like I could get an Airbnb now.
Yep.
Let me go ahead and get it. I know my way around. I'm good. I got a driver. This is what I'm saying. I have a driver, somebody that you can trust to get you to your destination and back to the resort or to your Airbnb safely. All right. Because you're not a citizen of that country. So it behooves you to have some type of driver set up that can help you get back and forth.
Yeah, nice. So how do you feel about safety out there?
Now, and during the day, it was cool. But at night, it could get a little risque.
Okay.
All right. There's like not that many lights. There's a lot of dark remote spots. And I saw this while I was coming home in an Uber from eating. So it would behoove you, if you did go, not to go by yourself.
Yeah.
You gotta have somebody watch your back. Don't get macho and just because, I've been traveling for years, man. I've been traveling since 2007 to different countries. But initially, I never go by myself. Never.
Nice.
Not that I can't protect myself or take care of myself. It's just being smart. Don't go by yourself.
Yep.
Have somebody that you can confide in as a friend that will not leave you if things get hot.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Things will happen. Things will happen.
You never know.
Exactly.
You just never know. So you always want to dot your I's and cross your T's. Money, keep your money to a bare minimum. Get a copy of your passport. Don't carry your passport.
Yep.
These things that I was taught by the guys who brought me into the traveling game. My business associates. And these guys taught me very well. Don't go in places, that don't walk down no alleys, make sure you're in lighted spots, make sure that, there's people walking back and forth in the area that you're going in. Don't set yourself up for failure.
Yep. Hey, hold on, Mom. I got to give a shout out to Nate in your state. He's in the building. Go check him out. He's been on the show a couple of times. So you guys, don't forget to check out Nate in your state, man. Spent a lot of time coming out here to Cali, Cartagena, and everything. So check him out whenever you guys get a chance. Nice. So we got another question here. We got one from Scott Dunbar. He says, any recommendations for laying pipe in Antigua? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you're referencing in El Salvador. Is that in El Salvador? Because you went to which part of El Salvador did you go to? Or so?
I went El Salvador, San Salvador.
San Salvador. Yep. So that's where he was at.
Yeah.
So, but everything. Hey, clarify what you mean. So here we go.
Just give me a little clear exit advice and information. Thank you. All right, Jay Black, my man. Anytime.
Yep. So you got everybody saying, good information. Oh, hold on a second. Nate in your state says, how did you get to Venezuela?
All right. Now, Nate, I went to Venezuela 2009, 2010, 2011. All right. I was in Caracas, Venezuela. And basically, I wounded up taking a bus to another part of Venezuela that was like botanical almost, waterfalls, everything. It was beautiful, man. I had a beautiful experience there. It was a quick 3-day trip. It was one of them quick 3-day trips because I had planned on going. My business associates called me. They're like, "Hey, we're going to Venezuela. You want to come? We're just going for 3 days." I'm like, "Yeah, we're going to stay at the Hilton." Okay.
Make it happen.
So let's make it happen. We at the Hilton, we getting it in. We having fun. And we're just enjoying life. But like I said, we got into the culture. Now, when we got to Venezuela, are we talking about Venezuela?
No. Okay, but you go ahead and touch a little bit on it,
Okay,
so he's asked the question.
When we got to Venezuela, that's a little bit more, it's little bit more challenging when you're talking about the food groups. If you don't hire a cook, we hired a cook. So, and like where we went, the only thing that we could order that we actually knew was pollo, chicken. So we used fried chicken and French fries, and for the first day until we hired the maid, and then she came in and just laid it out.
Nice.
She laid it out.
And this is before the whole crash and everything.
Yeah, this is before the whole crash. I mean, getting to Venezuela on Delta Airlines was nothing. It's just like flying to Colombia.
Nice. And of course, you didn't need any visas or anything like that. All
you needed was your passport from America. And we didn't need a visa to get into Venezuela. I needed a visa to get into Brazil.
Yeah.
I forgot, but we're gonna get to that.
Though. Yeah, of course. Brazil, they retracted that. So Americans, we can walk right in, no problems. For me, I'm kind of upset about that because I had just purchased my visa, and then 6 months later, they're like, "Oh yeah, you can come on through, no problems." I'm like, "Really?"
I remember that. That was crazy. Hey, and fact, it was just you. I had just got my visa renewed.
Really?
So
man.
I hit them, and then turn around the next month. They're like, "Okay, you no longer need a visa." I'm like, "Dude, I just gave you $180 for a visa." You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm gonna write it off. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Hey, at the same time, you could have gave me a heads up that you was gonna do this a month later.
Exactly, man. Yo, this is how I felt after I found out about the information. Stupid. That's how I felt. I was like, man, y'all gonna do me like this? Like what?
That's crazy. It was crazy. But it was a good thing though that they did that, because we have a good, our president now must have a good relationship, a better relationship with Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
Just cleaning some things up. So it was necessary for it to happen. It was going to happen for us to be able to fly with American passports to Brazil without obtaining a visa.
Yeah. And I'm glad they did that, man. I feel bad for all the brothers that was going like years in the past and spending that $200-$300 and everything and constantly going back and forth. I know that had to hurt. I had
to. Now, the only thing that really helped me with my traveling was I had a companion pass.
Oh yeah. See, I miss those days, man. I used to have the same thing, man.
I had a companion pass, and I just went in with that companion pass.
Dude, man,
like, where you going this week?
I was abusing the system when I had that, man. I was every other week. I was somewhere new.
Dude, look, I had the person that gave me the pass. She was like, you have to, of course, it's got to be a family member. So she was like, you have to let me know when you're actually going. I'm like, but what was the sense of you giving me all the information I needed to book it, and then I gotta let you know where I'm going. So I just had to give her a heads up like a week before, which was common courtesy.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get in wrong with your family member.
Exactly. See, luckily my family day, he was constantly traveling too. So he looked on it, he was like, "Oh, okay, I see where you're going. All right, no problem. I'll catch you somewhere else." You know what I mean?
She's like, "You went to Costa Rica last week?" Then the next week she'd be like, "You was in Panama this week." And then the next week she's like, You go to DR? I was like, pretty much. You know?
Exactly, man. Yo, I actually caught a flight from Miami to Barcelona. Only hit me up $70.
Wow, on a companion.
Yeah,
See,
man.
that's what it was.
And
before this whole recession and stuff started happening. And
man,
that was good times, man. I'm sorry.
And I flew business class, seat go, at the pillow, I mean, you got your seat that turns to an actual bed and everything, give you 3-course meals and everything. Yo, I was living good. Now because of that, I can never go to Europe unless I'm going to pay for first class or business class. I can't ride coach anymore. They messed it up.
No, they messed it up bad. They messed me up. They messed me up bad. I'm going to tell you that. It was. It's a thing where you're used to flying first class and getting that service.
Yep.
And then they want to put you in comfort or coach.
Yeah.
Like, well, now I'm only getting free drinks. So I had to strategically plan the days that I was going. I was trying to plan my days like, okay, well, a lot of people not gonna go on Tuesday.
Yeah.
They're gonna leave on Thursday, but they're not gonna leave on a Tuesday. So I know I give me a
first class, exactly. Plan the whole thing out.
And then like my bags, I ain't had to pay for no bags.
Yeah. Bags was always free, no matter what. You know what I mean? And it was priority. They will put the priority tag on there, no matter what.
When that epidemic hit, that was all gone.
Yo, I know, man.
That was all gone. But I mean, other than that, traveling is the best thing that I could have ever started. It changed my life. It changed my life. It changed the way I think. It changed the way, I approach people, different situations in business. I'm more tactful, more ready, and careful about making good decisions. So,
how long you been traveling for?
Well, I've been traveling now since 2007. I think my first trip was Jamaica.
Oh, okay.
Montego Bay.
Hold on. You get that horn in there for Jamaica.
Yeah, it was Montego Bay, my first trip, man. I'll never forget. I stayed at the Sandals White House.
Really?
It was dope. Seriously,
really?
Like it was like you was living in a kingdom.
Really?
Yeah, and like my what I would say, my suite was like overlooking the beach.
Oh,
and
man.
then I had a pool right there at the exit with sliding doors of my master bedroom and a bar like 2 steps down with a personal bartender.
Oh, you doing a lot, man.
A Red Bull, right? Let me tell you what happened. I gotta tell you this. So dude, he said, hey man. He said, man, you like to drink, man? I said, yeah. He said, what you drink? I said, man, let me start with a Red Bull. I just got here, blah, blah, blah. No, a red, what's it called? Not Red Bull.
Well, Red Stripe?
Red Stripe.
Yeah, man, you know how to get that.
Red Stripe. Sorry. Red Stripe. Okay. This dude left a case of Red Stripe at my door. I was like, are you serious? And then it was like, I gotta be careful how I ask him for stuff. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna get messed up.
I'm not asking for some Henny. You might leave 2 gallons at the
door. Man. So you gotta love the love. You gotta love that.
But it was a beautiful experience, though. That was my first trip out of the country. Broke in the passport.
I know you spent some money too for that, because from that with sweet and everything, because Jamaica, the prices, oh my God, even looking right now, I'm looking like I don't think I could go back to Jamaica because I don't want to spend that money.
Not at this present time. When I went, this is the kicker too. Now now you can do this. It worked for me. I was a travel agent.
Oh, okay. You got discounts.
That's how I got into the travel game. I was a travel agent. Agents get the best price on flights and rooms. I got everything for 50% off.
Oh man.
I was a travel agent. That was the best decision, career move that I had ever made, to have be a travel agent part-time on the side.
Nice, man.
Yeah. So like cruises, whatever, 50% off.
Wow. So how many, if you work part-time, I know we're getting off the subject, but I got to question this one now, because this is my first time hearing about this. So So when you say part-time, how many hours do you have to put into it to even
Become a
qualify?
travel agent?
Yeah.
You just have to take the course, which is maybe like it might be a couple of classes, and then after that, you start getting your certs.
Oh, okay.
So your certs to sell flights, certs to sell different trips. Now, just trips will come from places like Disney and the travel agency system, and you just put everything together and you say, hey, where you want to go? I want to go to Chi-Town. I want to go to Chicago. You want to go to Chicago? I got a nice hotel set up for you. Everything, you get a view of the city. Get your breakfast is included. Blah blah blah. Okay, and it's gonna cost you $250 for 5 days. What? Okay, let me get that with the flight. Yep.
Nice.
Now, with that, you're getting paid for just setting somebody up on a trip, and you getting incentives.
Nice, man.
The airlines, everybody's calling you, say, hey, if you do this for us, we'll do this for you.
Really?
And that's how I was going to all those places, man. Seriously.
Nice, man.
Yep.
Yo, that's some good information right there. I like that, man. Thanks for sharing that.
Just wanted to put it out there, I mean, I'm doing well now with my business and things of that nature and traveling. But when I started in the game, I was a part-time travel agent. I didn't even know what I was getting into. I'm gonna be honest with you. About being a traveler, I just saw money.
Really?
And I was like, okay, yeah, I could do this on the side. I could, do some other things, give me a nice whip and some tailor-made clothes and stuff like that. And I just lost it with it. You know what I'm saying? Until the recession came when everything just went zero. So I was like, okay. But that's just some good advice for you guys. If you want to start doing that now, do it part-time, you get some good deals.
Nice. I got something here. So Scott Dunbar. So he was asking when he said about Antigua, he was referencing Guatemala. So we're gonna get on that next. I'm gonna ask a couple more questions about El Salvador, and then we're gonna jump into that and get his whole response on Guatemala. So I know that we touched a little bit on the food of El Salvador. So you said, of course they love arepas. They got a little seafood and everything. Yeah. What other meals would you expect to find out there in El Salvador that's really good?
Now, what I did was I stuck to my guns and I stayed at the resort one night, and I saw their menu, which was basically an American menu.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, you know what? I said, I may have to break down on this trip and just do American food, because I really can't find the spots that I want to go to unless I go to that open market.
Okay. You were like far away from the open market?
We were far away. We were about maybe 45 minutes away from the open market. And then at night, the concierge kept telling us, it's not cool if you go out by yourself at night. Just be careful. If you need anything, here's our number. Like what you gonna do? Like, I call you, like, hey, something just happened. What you gonna do?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, here's the way back to the resort.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all you can do. But thanks for the number anyway.
But you never know. He might have a hookup.
He might have. But I'm glad we had to use that thing. That's all I have to say. But one thing I could say about the people were very friendly, man. They would stop and help you. They didn't speak a lick of English. So it's a good thing if you don't speak their language, have a translator on your phone so that you can talk into their language, and they can hear their language being spoken to them. That way they can help you better.
Also, they have the earbuds language stuff. My boy, I'm not sure if you guys had a chance to check it out. Buckets, he's been on the show, but he actually picked up some earbuds, the translator, and he was just telling me he's down in Brazil that it worked perfectly, like no problems.
So as they're talking, it's translating what they're saying.
Yep.
Okay, I can use that.
Yep.
That's the new one. You tell them put that on the site.
Yeah, so back and forth. Yeah, so it's like, I think it costs roughly about $150.
It's worth it, man. It's worth it. I mean, because that way, in some of these countries, you can't walk around with an iPhone. They will snatch your phone.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So not to get off this subject, but just if you, like, with the translator, like I was very discreet with it, you know. Yes, I can defend myself and things of that nature. You don't want to get into things like that in other countries, but at the same time, you know, you got to think of creative ways to communicate when you're not speaking the language of the people in that country. And my thing was translator, and and everywhere I went, it worked. It was that translator was like to the 10th degree, like the best thing that ever happened. So, and I got a lot of good information with that translator. I still use it to this day when I go to different countries and I don't understand the language. I mean, I know people who want to be versatile and I'm gonna go here. I want to learn that language and learn that language. That's good. If that's what you do, then hey, big ups to you, man. I just don't really have the time to be trying to learn 50 different languages.
Yep. See, I look at it as long as you learn the big three, you're good to go.
Yeah. You know Spanish, English, and what, Portuguese?
Well, yeah, for where we go to, but of course the big three be Spanish, English, and what's the in China Mandarin. But I'm not gonna do Mandarin. Yeah. it's gonna be Portuguese for me. I ain't learning that one. That ain't happening. You know. So I'm gonna ask one question that we'll pivot into Guatemala. But so how was the nightlife in El Salvador? Did you get a chance to go to any discos, clubs, anything like that?
Well, they told us that there was a 10 o'clock curfew.
Okay, so they had curfews and everything.
That did all the clubs right there because things really just start getting popping at 10 o'clock. But we had a 10 o'clock curfew every night. So that killed a lot of stuff as well. But they did have an amusement area that you can go to during the day, which was down by the open market where you can go and enjoy life. You know, I guess it was just to calm the culture of the people down and bring them together as one still, you know, during the COVID.
Cool, man. We got some of Jay Black 142 was saying if you are flying longer than 6 hours, you should not fly coach if you can help it. Yeah, referencing when we talk about Europe. Yeah, man.
You don't want to do that.
Yo, that ain't nice, man. That ain't nice. I can't do that. You know, break your back.
It ways to get a better seat, and you know you don't. There's so many different prices on one plane. You wouldn't even believe it. Seriously.
Yep.
On one plane, like you go to one site and be like, first class, $1,100. Then you go to another site, first class, $799.
Yep.
Like, first class, $500. That's the one I want right there. First class, $500.
Exactly.
I still get everything they get. They just pay $500 more.
You know.
But and now the way you do that is Skip Lag, Sky Scanner, go on those sites.
Yep.
I never go on a direct Delta flight, American flight, Pan Am, whoever is here. I don't care, JetBlue, whoever. I go to Skip Lag or Scanner to book my trips. They give you the lowest fares possible. And then if they turn around and flip it and say, oh, it's $600, you flipping on them and do a one-way both ways.
Yep.
And then you'll come out half. So they wanted 6, but now you're only paying 3 because you paid for 2 one ways.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's what I did coming here.
Yeah, I could definitely say it worked for him out there in Atlanta and flying out of there, man. I wish it worked for me out of coming out of Chicago, man. Yo, they get me no matter what. I tried a couple of times, but they get me, boy.
But I just couldn't understand it because you're the second one that said about coming out of I think it's that you're coming from the Midwest.
Yeah, probably so. Because they got us by the balls, man. You know, we were kind of stuck, man. Come out of Chicago, we gotta lay over somewhere to get to South America. You know, the only direct flights that we have coming out of Chicago are probably going to Europe and going to China and Asia. And a lot of places I'm not really trying to go out there. And then they'd be over expensive at the same price, like for that direct flight. So I'm like, why am I going to do that? So I end up have to do the, layover, of course, now because I'm doing layover, I got to spend extra money no matter what,
Layover come with extra money. That's period.
That's what hurts me, man. But we got a question here from AC Chillin. He says, what is your favorite vacation spot?
Costa Rica.
And we're going to touch on that. Yeah, we're going to touch on that next, but after Guatemala, we're going to touch on Costa Rica. You know what I mean? We got Captain Saberhose. They finally caught alive, man. Now, I see. I see you a couple of times, man. You been here, man.
Captain Sable.
I
All
love,
right, dog. I got you. Hey, that's your name, Captain. That's your name, Captain.
yo, I like whenever he shows up, man. So I ain't gonna lie, I love saying his name. So I just be on that BS him.
He got a cape. He got a cape with some underwear on.
Yeah,
That's crazy. That's catchy though. They gonna stop and listen to him.
Yeah, I'll drop a bomb for him for that one, man. I like that shit.
That's original. That's original.
So let's just jump out to Guatemala, man. Oh, you know what? Oh, hold on. I forgot one thing, man, about El Salvador.
Okay.
Let's talk about the women, because we didn't even get a chance to even touch on that.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you. During the daytime, when I was at the resort, well, we could start at breakfast. Really, the women were amazing and amazingly friendly, and they would engage. They would initiate conversation and engage, because I was sitting by myself at a table.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I had the diamonds and the thing on. I'm chilling. I'm just flogging. I'm at the resort, so I can flog.
Yeah, exactly.
Gonna rob me at the resort.
It's gonna be a problem. They rob me at resorts. That's gonna be a problem.
So I'm chilling at the breakfast table, and the next thing she came over, stuck her hand out. How you doing? Where you from? I said, you speak English? She said, yeah. Then here come the auntie, the sister, and all. They sitting at my table.
Really?
And we just talking about America.
Nice. So they've actually been in America, or
they actually one of the sisters are married to someone from California.
Okay.
She was visiting, and she brought them bulk rates of clothes from Cali. Okay. And she decided to do it as a surprise at the resort for her family. Okay. And treat her family to the resort.
Nice.
So I thought that was real cool.
Yeah, so it's that Latino vibe, man, family.
Then it was like, once you talk to them and they like you and they know you from that moment, every time they see you, they're going to stop and engage in conversation.
Nice.
And I thought that was beautiful, man. I mean, you didn't even have to have no game.
Yeah.
They want to come to you. They'll eat with you. They'll drink with you. And you'll have a good time. If the music come on, they want to dance. They'll dance with you. I mean, it was really quite engaging. It was quite engaging.
Nice. How do they look? Do they what would you compare them to from any other countries?
I would compare the Guatemalan women to I would say Sasua.
Really?
Yeah, Sasua.
Really? Okay, yeah. Interesting.
Sasua. It was Sasua, but with more elegance and beauty.
Okay, so they had different skin complexions or so.
Their skin was more darker.
Okay.
Now you had the white El Salvadorians and the, I'm gonna say, bronze color El Salvadorians. And to me, the white El Salvadorians, the lighter skin, I should say, was more approachable.
Really?
Yeah, they would make an advance to get to know you.
Wow, interesting. Yeah, because my boy, he's with a lighter skinned Salvadorian, and she's cool as hell. I enjoy, I look, she's like a sister to me. So, we get it in, we talk and everything. So, which is actually pretty cool. Yeah. Nice. So are they short or tall or?
Well, most of them are short.
Okay. Do they have like that?
No, they do have some. Now, at the time that we were in El Salvador, surprisingly, we went a couple of bar hopping, stuff like that. And we ran into a woman that is a deep sea diver who actually owns the restaurant.
Nice.
And she blessed us. I mean, we didn't pay for any drinks. We didn't pay for any drinks. It was me, my guy from the D, and his girl. She's from the Philippines. And we had a good time, man. I mean, the lady showed us a good time. We hardly paid for any of the drinks.
Nice, man. I like that.
We went. Now it was, like I say again, it was just kind of challenging to find the food that you want.
Okay.
if you desire certain type of food. With me, I like to explore as long as I know what I'm eating.
Yep.
And now, so I want a menu, but it's the menu in English. If it's not, I need somebody to break this down to me. And she was nice enough to sit there with us, make sure we ordered the proper meals and everything, and then still gave us free drinks.
Nice, man. That's the nice hospital.
So that was we was getting it in. That was it. That's all we needed to get jump started. So that was pretty cool. But like I said, most of the women are short, and the lighter skinned women will approach you faster than the bronze skinned women. And most of the bronze skinned women, now get this, they're indigenous.
Yeah. Because that's what I was saying. They might have that indigenous look.
They're
to them.
indigenous, and they don't quite keep themselves like the lighter skinned El Salvadorian women.
And when you say that, in what type of form, like dressing, like elegance,
or how you could say biblical like?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're more tradition.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, they're more tradition. Like they walk around and have a scarf over there. I was wondering why most of them have scarves over their shoulders. Well, you flip back that scarf, it's a baby being breastfed.
Oh, yeah. You see the same thing here in Colombia as well.
I was like, that blew my mind. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm trying to think of everything so I could give them all the meat, of everything. That just kind of blew my mind right there with that. That was different.
Nice, man. That's interesting. I like your take on that. How you did, what you experienced and so forth for Salvador, especially with the women.
Yeah.
That's some good information. A lot of people, they like to travel, to find out about the women and things like that. And that's some key information that they be looking for.
Exactly. For the brothers that's single.
So let's look finally pivot to Guatemala, man. I'm sorry, we're 53 minutes into this. Man, we've been all over the place, but
but you when you enjoying life and you being blessed and you having fun, you ain't really thinking about the time.
Exactly. That's true. Time,
that's it.
Doesn't mean much. So with Guatemala, you said, going back to what you were saying before, you said that as you crossed into Guatemala, they had the tanks, they had everything pointing at you guys. You needed a PCR test before they even let you into the. Oh, no, I'm sorry, not PCR test. You needed your confirmation that you've been vaccinated. Exactly. Your card.
So you got to show the card. You got to fill the whole. They give you a sheet to fill out. They might write your name on it and your number, and then you go into the passport area, do the process, which was real quick. And they stamp it and let you go.
Cool.
Now you could do two things. We had an Uber waiting for us, or you could take the bus. I don't do buses. I need an Uber with a personal driver that was recommended to me. I'm in a country I don't know about. You got to be thinking. You got to put your brain group housing cap on when you're doing this. Because sometimes this can go to the left if you're not careful. Because you American, they know you American.
Yeah, they smell you like from long.
They don't have what you have, so don't get it twisted. Thinking their minds running when they see you. They looking at you and you talking. They like So you got to be careful,
especially being a brother too.
Yeah,
being out there, because I know that there's not a lot of black people out there, especially in El Salvador and so forth. So I heard that a lot of kind of like exotic to them. And especially, I don't know if the same thing in Guatemala as well.
No, Guatemala was better.
Really?
Yeah, Guatemala was better. Are we on Guatemala now?
Yeah, we're on Guatemala, man. We're on Guatemala.
Guatemala was better. Highly recommend that you go to Zona 10 in Guatemala. Stay at the La Hamada in Guatemala, Zone 10. You got 3 different malls. You got the Oakland Mall. You got a very expensive mall 3 blocks up from the Oakland Mall. Then you have the ultimate rich mall, which has like waterfalls, and it's like little plats where different things like the beauty salon, pizza shop, clothing stores, appliance stores are set on these like lily pads, and they're in the water.
Really?
It was amazing, man. Like I went to get a manicure pedicure. You know, brother, gotta stay fresh. So I went to get me a manicure pedicure. You know, keep my game up. Went up in there, dude. I felt like I was coming to America. Fruits and berries and everything in the bowl. I got my feet in there. They you know, they doing their thing. You know, and massaging you, cracking bells. I didn't know I had, but they doing it in. And I mean, it didn't cost. See, this is the thing about traveling. It's not expensive as the U.S. I might have paid, dude, seriously, in Guatemalan money, I might have paid $15 to get a manicure pedicure.
Man, that's
top
nice.
Of the line joint. Only the rich go in there. And this is in their country in Zona 10. Zona 10 is the best place to stay. There is a low amount of crime in Zona 10 because there's cameras everywhere. You're not going to get away if you're a thief.
Nice.
They have cameras in the street, in front of the buildings, on the lights. You're not getting away with nothing. They let you know that off the bat. Zona 10, you're not getting away with it.
So safe to say, basically, that area, you don't have to worry about your safety in so many words.
No, you don't. And I mean, everything is affordable. Everything is affordable. I actually went shopping in Guatemala.
Really?
I bought a pair of Nikes that they don't even have in the U.S.
It's official, the real Nike, or
I can show you a picture of it now.
Really?
You want to see it?
yeah, take a look.
Okay, hold on 1 minute.
I don't know if they'll be able to see it over here in the live, but I'll try to
on the screen or something.
I'll try to do that.
And that way they could check it out. Yeah, but that is I bought a pair of Nikes out there. And I went shopping too. I started to get some tailor-made stuff made, but I just didn't have enough time. And I was looking at it and I was like, well, how would they get it to me? You know?
Yeah.
I just didn't want to
shipping
take
costs.
that risk.
Yeah, that would have been
crazy. I didn't want to take that risk because they have some nice material for suits, man. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get that. I gotta get it. But I'm gonna just blow this picture up and maybe you guys can see it, but I've never seen these Nikes, and I was like, nobody has these in the US. I Googled them in the US. No one has them. So I was like, let me just get these and find something to wear with it and make it look pretty.
Or if you're on the Wi-Fi, you can send it to me through WhatsApp.
Okay.
And I can share that.
Okay, so hold on. I'm gonna send it to you right now. Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you right now. So we could see this. But this was different because I mean, like I said, it takes a lot for me to go shopping in other countries. And in this country, it was just different. You can see it right here.
Oh man, those are fresh. That's different.
Yep.
Yeah, that's different.
See if they can see that on the thing.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be. Let's see. Maybe let me switch the camera here. I don't think you guys are able to see it or so. Yeah. Send it to me on WhatsApp right now.
I'll send you to it. I'll send it to you on WhatsApp. But those are so fresh, and they had some pants and shirts that I bought too. Some designer stuff. Now, mind you, their stuff in their malls is a lot more expensive than the Gucci store or the Polo store or any other store you could think of in there because they're in a different country and their material is much different from ours.
Really? Is it better or would it be
much more like, rugged where you could actually have it for years to come?
Nice. So
it's better material.
So it wasn't made in no Chinese sweatshop.
They were like, I picked up a shirt. I said, 150. I said, oh, you want 150 pesos for that? They said, no, that's 150 American. I was like,
oh. Hold on a second here. I'm not in America right now. So
yeah, so I'm gonna send this to you right now in this thing so you can have it and you could possibly share it with them. But when I go to other countries, I got a problem when I see something I like. I just start going shopping. Because I know when I get back to the US, the one thing I hate to do is wear something and then see somebody else with it on. I can't stand that, bro.
You gotta be different,
huh? Me, man. Yes. I put work in for myself. I want you copying me. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when I go to these different countries, I go shopping. And I come back, they're like, where you get that from? Oh, I got the Guatemala. No, you're not going.
Yeah, exactly. You haven't been there.
So that's it. So that's how it works. But it's a beautiful thing. Trust me, it's a beautiful thing.
Nice. As you do that, as you send that through WhatsApp and everything, let me read this question here from J Black 142. He says, besides real estate, what other business opportunities do you see are frequent? I know restaurants, eatery types are available, but anything else? See, well, one thing I would probably say is that I would probably sway away from restaurants and things like that. If you're going to another country, I would probably say sway away from that, because that means that you're gonna be constantly working there, and the last thing you want to do is go to another country and still be working stuff like you still in the States in America. So
exactly.
For me, I'm trying to do things that I'm not working hard, so I can enjoy my life in that country, because that's the main reason to leave the matrix. So that's exactly. Just on my end. But I mean, I understand different structure for different people. Some people will enjoy that. That might be your vacation, cooking and so forth, or managing. So, but I'm just saying from my perspective, that's all. But I don't know if you have anything that you want to share on that.
I wouldn't do a restaurant. The purpose for you going to another country, I just shot that to you. No, I didn't. Let me just shoot it to you right now. All right. The purpose for going to another country is so that you can enjoy life. Why would you want to work? Why would you want to do hard labor? You got to think smart about this. You smarter than that. The restaurant. Okay, now if you get a restaurant built, make sure you have the employees to supply the demand where you're not doing work. Yep. Okay, if you're doing that, then okay, you got that.
Yep.
But if you're going to be working to build your clientele with a restaurant, that's not the one you want to do. That's not what you specialize in. You know how many restaurants people, that's the first thing people want to do is open up a restaurant. You got to think out the box, man. You got to think out the box. It's got to be something else that they're not doing that they need that you can bring and make millions.
Yep.
You got to be thinking big when you do something like that, because you already stepped out the box. You stepped out your country. Why would you go to another country and just do it small? Do it big.
Yeah.
Blow up. Get a franchise going in different countries.
Yep.
Like the steakhouse, I'm going to highly recommend to you in Guatemala. It's in Zona 10. It's called I'm going to give you the name right now. I took a picture of it. I got it in here. I'm just making sure I give you guys the right information. And it's called, hold on.
While you look for it, we got a comment from Captain Salvador, who basically says, I'm into light-skinned blonde women in El Salvador. Is it the move? Yeah.
Yeah. Now El Salvador is the move. Okay, for that, if that's the flavor you savor. But Guatemala got a whole new variety. They got a whole different style. They got a whole different swagger. And they also have indigenous women as well. If you go to Antigua, which is like a certain part, it's like on the mountain, they have a hand that opens up and you can go to that. Yeah, that's what I sent you on that. That's cool. That's the steakhouse I went to.
Okay, here, let me share this for everybody so they can see the steakhouse.
Now that cost me, that meal right there with a couple of beers cost me, what was it, 20 Guatemalan dollars.
How much?
20 Guatemalan dollars. Yeah.
Nice. Here.
Yep.
Bring this over here so you guys can see this.
So
here.
Did you get the sneakers too?
Here it is. So this is the actual. In fact, let me blow it up with this one here. There we go. So yeah, so this is the actual the steakhouse that you went to. And you say it only cost you 20
Guatemalan dollars.
How much is that in dollars?
In US, that's probably about $15.
Oh, not bad at all, man. Upscaled and everything.
$15 upscale, jazz music going, flat screens everywhere, nice bar in the center where you can go. I mean, they have some beautiful women sitting there. My actual my waitress was an actual beautiful Guatemalan woman that I actually met there and actually had an opportunity to take her somewhere the next day because we hit it off real good in conversation, and she allowed me to be in her presence and show me around her country. Then once she showed me around her country, now I know the country. Get it? Get somebody to show you around. Now you know the country.
Yep.
Now that's your friend.
Yep. See, and that's one thing I used to do. It's funny thing is I used to pipeline like a lot. I was to try, find women for that country, kick it with them during your first trip. And then what you do is they'll take you around and you get to know the land of the area and so forth. And next time you go, your second, third, fourth trip, you're a pro. You're a local.
And trust me, when those girls want to take you somewhere like that, a woman, of standards, she want to take you and show you around her country. Of course, she likes you. She feels something for you. You don't want to mess up the friendship. Keep it as a friendship. And if it goes somewhere in the future, then it does. But keep it just as a good friendship.
Exactly. Nice. So, what did you enjoy about Guatemala?
Oh, Guatemala! I enjoyed the ambiance of the country, the food, the culture. Shopping, of course. And it was just a different vibe. The vibe was like everybody was so damn friendly.
Really? Oh,
no,
man.
Listen, I was like, is this really happening? Like, you could stop and ask anybody anything in the street and they will help you.
Nice.
Jesus Christ. And I didn't have to worry about a curfew. I didn't have to worry about a curfew.
So no restrictions, COVID restrictions, anything like that.
No, but you still had to have the masks and stuff like that in public places.
Okay.
But I didn't have to worry about a curfew. But I loved it because it was just it was more tropical to me.
Oh, really? The weather?
Yeah. The Guatemala was more tropical.
Nice.
It was much more tropical than I thought it was going to be. Of course, it rained a lot in the morning time, but when it got about 11, 12 in the day, and actually right now is winter in Guatemala.
Really?
Yeah, right now is winter. The summer ends in March.
Yeah. Straight up?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like, so well, on the way.
So I went there, with the shorts on and the sweatpants and the Michael Jordan sweats and stuff like that. And I think that's the only thing that really saved me because I had some sweatpants to wear, and then I went shopping and then but that was cool. But it's winter right now in Guatemala.
When you were out there during the summertime, did it feel like how muggy it is in Panama when it's like really warm or like, I don't know if you've been in Nicaragua, how extremely humid it is or so? Was it the same way?
The humidity in El Salvador was much worse than Guatemala.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it get hot in that bad boy. Like you right next to the sun. I'm serious. I was like, wow. I was like, it's hot. Like like you sweating. You got a hat on.
No sun and dripping. And
I need water. I need Gatorade. I drink a lot of electrolytes when I was in El Salvador.
Okay.
A lot of electrolytes. I'm serious. It was just I need a Gatorade.
Man, that bad, man, compared to Guatemala.
But Guatemala, it was actually winter. Because I was confused. I was like, why they wearing jackets? It's hot as hell. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't. When we got out the car, I saw that it wasn't as hot as I thought it was, even though the sun was shining. It was kind of chilly, bro.
Oh, kind of like,
and it rained.
So it's kind of like today or like how yesterday was here in Colombia. Today's like 70 degrees and everybody over here walking around with their jackets and coats on like, oh my God, it's cold. I'm over here walking around like, yo, I'm good. You know what I mean?
Listen, I woke up this morning at about 7 o'clock. I was going to eat breakfast and someone was like, go for a walk. Like, I'm like, okay, I'll go for a walk. I went outside. They have the streets blocked off here in Medellin for people to bike ride, skateboard, ride their bikes or jog or run with their running groups or whatever, and have the streets blocked off. I mean, it was a beautiful thing because I just started walking, and then this lady and her daughters just started talking to me. I walked. They said, where you from? And she was like, well, I taught in the United States. I'm like, okay, well, I know her daughters is educated.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked for a little while and we walked, and it was just a real decent conversation. It was like, hey, enjoy your trip, have a nice time. It was great meeting you. And I mean, that was peace for the morning. I did me a little 1.5 mile walk, just to get the blood flowing.
Yeah.
But it was, like I said, I'm enjoying life here right now. Wish you guys was here with us, but it's a different vibe. It's a whole different vibe, especially on the weekend when they do stuff like this.
Yep. So they do that every Saturday. Every Saturday they'll close down certain streets and everything, and you'll have just like you say, bike riding and things like that. They do the same thing in Brazil too. I've seen that as well.
I seen that in Copacabana. Yeah,
yep.
Copacabana Beach.
Yep, they will shut it down on Sundays, and everybody just be riding on the road on the actual street road, bike riding and skateboarding and all that stuff. So
they'll come through with the band and the drums and be banging for you, and that'll be it.
Yep.
So I mean, but it's really nice. It's really nice.
I like that, So what? Let's shift gears because we're already about over an hour into this. Let's jump on Costa Rica. I'm sorry, guys. We're gonna have to have a part 2. About Guatemala or something like that. Because I just want to make sure we don't go over and make this too long. But hold on a second. We got a comment here. Let me go through the comments first.
Okay, yeah, hit the comments. Let's see what the people have to say.
So Nate in your state says, I see that $1 US is 7.74 Guatemala. Of course, I don't even know how to say their money, and the steak was 20. Quazal? That's how you say it?
Quazal. That T is not pronounced.
Oh, okay. Nice. But yeah, it was 20. So nice to see that, eating some good food. Oh yeah.
Steak.
Yeah,
he's a big foodie. Was so big. Not to get off the subject, that steak was so big. I only ate half the steak. The other half I ate for breakfast. I took it back to the resort with me, and because the old girl, her driver was counting us to drive us back, and she took me back to my resort. And in the morning, the people in the actual thing gave me what was that? Egg whites with my steak. So I was G, but. Like I said, that place is the perfect place. I'm telling
you. What was that?
Okay, who we answering?
I'm sorry about that. I got interrupted for a brief moment. Got the family walking through here, but so we got the next one. We got J. Mitch 23. He said Guatemala has close ties with Philippines, Philippine people, very close relations between the two countries. You can see the similarities in Guatemala. I don't know if you noticed or if you had a chance to see that.
From what I saw, there wasn't a lot of Filipino there from the area I was in, but I wouldn't doubt it though. But there was a lot of Guatemalan and indigenous Guatemalans there.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. Interesting.
But one thing about their country, the streets is clean, bro. I never seen no streets that clean.
Really?
Like they clean, like you don't see no paper, no bottles, ain't no bombs laying around, ain't none of that.
And this is in Guatemala.
It threw me off, bro. It just threw me all off. I was just happy to be there. After a while, I was like, this is a new experience. Like, who am I going to actually share this with? Now I'm sharing it with you guys. So,
I wish you had some pictures, some videos, or something like that. We could have had,
I believe I have some at the house, so
that's cool.
Maybe I could just shoot those to you and you can upload them.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Because right now, since this was kind of one of those last minute things. We didn't think that, we were trying to meet up, but
exactly. But what was this? Oh, that was J Mitch 23.
Yep. You know what? Let me go all the way back up because one person had a question. The guy who was talking about Antigua.
Yeah, he did say something about Antigua, but he didn't make it clear.
Yeah, in Antigua and in Guatemala. Was you in that same area or so, or no?
I was in the area of Zona 10. That's not Antigua.
Okay. So we got another one here. Since Captain Saberho says, was mosquitoes a problem in those countries?
No, that's what was shocking. Nobody. No, I mean, especially in Guatemala, no. El Salvador, no.
I like that. But man, I went to DR a couple of weeks ago, man. I forgot how it feel like. Here in Colombia, especially Medellin, you ain't got no mosquito issues. Exactly. Yo, I went to DR, I got my ass ate. I was like, yo, I forgot about this here.
No, I just like what I try not to do if I go to DR is go to the rural parts of the country. And that's like going out Bani and stuff like that. Cause you're gonna get your ass ate up. You're gonna get ate up by the mosquitoes. The mosquitoes is I never seen no mosquitoes that big, man.
Yo, and it's like they know that you're foreign. It's like they be like, oh yeah, we got foreign blood right here. American blood. Exactly. while people be walking around like they ain't got no problems.
No, and it's like if you don't. I think my great grandmother said something to me one time when I was a kid. She was like, you know, if you don't bother them, they won't bother you. I was like, that ain't working.
Yeah, exactly. They come after you.
That ain't working.
They come searching for you, man.
Like, that ain't working. You know what I'm saying? I don't know when when your time was, but it's my time now, and that ain't working.
Exactly, man.
For real.
We got another question here. It says HD Chilling says, did your credit card work in all those countries?
Okay, credit card. I'm glad you brought that up. You don't want to be doing that. You don't want to be doing that because they got credit card fraud everywhere. So what you want to do is take your money out the bank and bring it with you to the country and change your money over. Or another thing you could do is take your bank card and then go to the bank that hosts your card and take their money out and put your card back in your pocket. You don't want to start doing the credit card things because they will hack your shit.
Okay, so they're big out there.
Yeah, they will hack it. They will hack that thing, man. I ain't got nothing else to do.
Yeah. They got Ro
yeah,
Diddy.
We in Medellin right now, Ro Diddy.
Yeah, man, I'm at the house here in Medellin. So I've been here for 3 months. Now I love it. About to head to Cafe Zorba, best pizza in Medellin. If you're vegetarian or vegan. Hey man, I hate to say this, but I cannot eat pizza in Medellin. The pizza here, that's the one thing I hate because the pizza is horrible. After come from Chicago, we got a special reason for pizza.
Okay, you know? All right. That's the capital of pizza right there.
So I can't do pizza here. It is, and then they disrespect pizza with the stuff they put on it, man.
You ain't lying about that. Now I did eat New York pizza in Guatemala.
Really?
Off the chain. I ain't gonna lie to you, off the chain. I was like, are you serious? When I been it, and then the female that served it to me, she was asking me a lot of questions, like where you from, she was just very engaged with the conversation. So, but at the same time, I finished that slice, and her boss brought me out another slice, and then he asked me, he said, "You like the chicken?" I said, "Do it come with the pizza?"
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
Do it come with the pizza?
I hope so.
But it was just an amazing trip, man. Like, you trust me, guys, to fly from Fort Lauderdale to El Salvador was $44. To fly from Guatemala back to Fort Lauderdale was $150.
Oh, nice.
Come on. I spent $200 round trip, bro.
And the sad thing is, when we had the conversation, I was looking it up for myself. I still ended up was going to pay $300-$400 round trip. I looked up round trip. I looked up doing it one way, each way, and still ended up to be the same amount. They won't get their money from me, no matter what.
Captain Sable, man.
Hey, so right here in the DR, you're the effing steak to these bugs, brother. Yeah, man.
That's like T-bone to them.
Hey man, I know y'all be saying the casserole, man. Nah, it's real pizza, man. It's some good stuff. You know what I mean?
I went to that place in Chicago. Obama likes to buy his pizza from, just to test it out. Dude, I fell in love with the deep dish, man. I fell in love with the deep dish. I ain't gonna lie, I was on that deep dish, vegetables with the turkey and all that. Man, please, I couldn't even move when I got up from the table.
Yeah, the deep Deep dish. Oh, yo, especially from from Giordano's, man. I know like, everybody got their favorite spots that they go to, man. I love Giordano's, man. That's like I've been going there since I was a small little child. You know, I got put on there from my mother. You know, we've been going there as a family. So, oh man, I gotta give me deep dish, and it's like that deep dish will feed a whole bunch of people.
That
You know what I mean?
Better,
Two
period.
slice.
You got layers.
Sad thing. I mean, of course, you may have to wait about an hour to get your food, but hey,
it's worth it. It's worth it. Engage in conversation and have a couple of drinks before you get your food. I mean, that's how you there. It's no 1, 2, 3 when you go in any restaurant. You're gonna have to get you something to do before your food comes.
Yeah, exactly. Now we got Nate in your state. Yeah, we had the conversation as well while we had while I had him on the show. He's like, New York pizza has entered the chat. Yeah, I bet.
I gave out some fire, some props.
Oh man, but no man. I'm sorry, Charles, man. Chicago is the king of pizza. It is.
Come on, Charles. Everybody know that, man. I'm from the NY. I know that. Now the Italians make some good pizza, but the Italians is originally from Chicago.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie. You know what? If I'm not getting a deep dish pizza, there's the Italian style pizza in Chicago that is when you get it cut in those square pieces. Yo, that right there is the stuff. I grew up eating that as well. Like I if I'm not eating deep dish, I'm eating the Italian style pizza in Chicago.
Check this out. The best part of the pizza is what?
Man, it depends, man. It might be the sauce, the cheese,
and the crust, man.
Oh,
the crust. Everybody does.
Oh man, see, I like the whole thing, man.
Yo, look, once you get down to that last bite of the meat and the cheese, that crust is sitting there. Before you put your lips on that crust, you like, oh, you in heaven. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Well, you see, man, it depends because like some people crust is not good than the others. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And depends on where you go now. Depends on where you go.
Exactly, or it depends on how the pizza made. Now, if you got deep dish, you got that crust is half soft and half hard.
That's what I'm saying, man. We ain't gonna start on that. We ain't gonna start.
So we over here having pizza chat. This is no longer about traveling. We're talking about pizza here now.
Yo. But you want me to tell you about Costa Rica?
Yeah, man. Let's get into it.
I'm leaving.
Okay. Cool. So let's go run through a couple of these before we.
Okay, cool.
There we go. I would say this with Chicago style pizza, you can't meal prep that thing. Yep. Hey, I can tell you this. At least you'll have enough for the next day. You ain't got to worry about not eating.
Okay, I'm gonna eat this half right now. Eat the other half tomorrow.
You know me. Oh man.
I do it all the time. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro.
Nah, man, I don't like botchy pizza, man. I'm not really into that one. That's not my thing, man. Yeah. So really, I ate pizza literally every day when he went there. So then he went to Italy, ate some good pizza.
Yeah, he probably did get sprung on that. He was in Italy.
He had some good food.
Yeah.
All right, man, let's touch on Costa Rica, man. This is the main part to me that everybody been waiting for, man. I know that this is what it is. And of course, you guys know that I'm going to have an open panel about Costa Rica as well. If you guys want to share your information from your trips from going to Costa Rica, it's going to be this Thursday. I'm sorry, this past week, I had my kids over and, I just couldn't really do most of my live shows. So my week was just jam-packed, man. I tried to do everything last week, but it just couldn't happen. But this week coming up, we're going to have that whole conversation about Costa Rica. You guys can share your information, but we're gonna get from Dollar Side DP from his perspective, from all his trips he's been through in Costa Rica, and let's go ahead and jump into this. So with Costa Rica, so why do you love Costa Rica so much?
Man, all right, let me start out like this. Costa Rica is one of the most beautiful the most beautiful country so far that I've been to. And the reason why I say that is because they have so many different provinces. One province you may go to, Arenal. Arenal is famous for the volcanoes and the thermal. And thermal energy going through the pools and this is what they use to actually keep their health.
Really?
Yeah, like like their health, their youngness, everything. They go to them waters. I've been to the waters, bro. It works.
Really?
I slid down this I slid down this long sliding object that they had that goes right into the thermal water, and it might be 5 to 10 feet of water, but it's all thermal.
Nice.
And the thermal water, the energy and the heat is being created from the volcanoes.
Nice, man.
That's in Arenal, Costa Rica. That's like 2.5 hours drive from San Jose.
Nice.
Okay. Or you could go to Jaco Beach, which is an hour away from San Jose. Now, Jaco Beach is where you want to go. Cacao Casino is a casino / biggest bar you've ever seen in your life / biggest Olympic pool you've ever seen in your life / the ocean is outside the bar.
Nice.
So you got options. And there's many different women from many different countries there. And they are very nice to you if you are very nice to them.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
I mean, they're the people travel to Jaco Beach for the beach. Okay, there's affordable living there. You could rent a condo. You could do an Airbnb. I prefer to do the air conditioned hotels.
Yeah. That's me as well, man. I mean, that's
hand down.
I gotta have AC and I gotta have hot water. It's the northern in me, you know.
Hot water, AC, you got my money.
Yep.
Because most of the places there will pull a fan on you in the room. Okay, I'm just letting you know. It will be a click and the fan's going. And you don't want to get caught up like that.
Or it might be a stationary fan that's just sitting right there on the floor fan.
It's supposed to rotate and it just go in one area. You gotta move it every time you want it to go somewhere. So you don't want to do that. I usually stay. I'm gonna give a shout out to the Blue Palm Hotel in Costa Rica. Y'all could Google that. That's where I usually stay. It's about $30 to $40 a night. It's about 12 by 12, shower, 2 beds, refrigerator, cable TV, air condition, and I'm not staying in the room all day. Nice. Okay, you don't go to the beach to stay in the room all day. Okay, so a lot of people go to Costa Rica, and the first thing they say, "Oh, I'm going to San Jose." There's nothing in San Jose. Stop going to San Jose.
I found that out the hard way.
You're gonna find maybe some places of entertainment there. That's it. But stop going to San Jose.
The key is don't go to San Jose.
Because see, everybody want to come back and complain. I went to San Jose. It wasn't nothing because you went to the wrong area. I'm telling you now, I'm giving you free information. Arenal, hot thermal, Jaco Beach, or you can go to Limon. That's about a 4 or 5 hour drive away, but that's where that you will see the Black Costa Ricans. All right, and you'll have a very good time with the food, the culture, and the ambiance of the country. It's close to Panama as well, Limon. You want to go to Limon? You want to go to Guanacaste? Guanacaste has the best Hilton that you could ever stay at in your life, and they have the beach, and they have a lot of seafood and things of that nature to, help you enjoy your meals and you enjoy yourself, enjoy the time. They do have places to party at and have fun, so you could do that as well. So you'll have a good time, but just don't get caught up going to Costa Rica and thinking you're gonna have a good time in San Jose. It's nasty there. You don't want to stay in San Jose.
Interesting. I like that, man. So out of those other places or so, which one do you like the most between the places that you actually listed?
Where I lived at was in Uruca. I lived in Uruca like That's where they got all the Mercedes Benz, the Hondas, the Lexus, and all that stuff. So I had to stay in a nice area, because I'm fly like that. So I'm in the fly country. I'm gonna do it big. Let me stay somewhere nice and pay cheap rent. I paid $500 a month for a 2-bedroom condo with a terrace, free electrical, free water. My stove was a gas stove, but you pay for your gas from the store. You get one of them little gas candles like you do if you got a gas grill, and you hook that up to your stove, and that's how you get your stove to light up with the gas. So that's how they do it there in Costa Rica. But I got free cable as well. So, nice. And remember when I told you I was building business relationships? I built one in Panama. I got the apartment in Panama. I was doing stuff for a builder in Panama. I got one in Costa Rica. I met the builder on a plane in Costa Rica. We just became good friends. He said, hey, if you're ever looking for real estate, let me know. I'll give you a good deal. I was like, okay, I need something like a 2-bedroom condo. What you got for me? He said, come check this place out. Went the next day, 2-bedroom, who's real fly, 5th floor, boom, $500. He said, give me $500 every month. It's yours.
Nice. As a business, nice.
500? I spent more than that trying to get there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's it. But Guanacaste, Manuel Antonio, Jaco Beach, Lemon. Now, if you go in there to enjoy life and lay back and you want to meet somebody nice and things like that, go Jaco Beach. You want to meet somebody nice, go Lemon.
Really?
You want to meet somebody nice, go to Guanacaste.
And how do they look? They look really nice.
No, the girls are exotic.
Oh, man.
I'm just going to put you up on game. You got Brazilian, you got Nicaraguan, you got Costa Rican, you got everything that could possibly come to your mind from South America, from Brazilians, Venezuelans. They all there.
Yeah.
And they are there for mostly the same reasons as you. They may not like how the men treat them in their country, so they figure Costa Rica is a middle spot where they could come and find somebody that will treat them like the women that they are. Because a lot of women complain in these countries to me that the men don't treat them well.
All the time.
Period. So when they see people like you and I, they like, bingo, I got them. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But you got a friend. I don't know you yet. Let's get to know each other. I'm not about falling in love with you because I just met you and you're a beautiful woman. I see a lot of beautiful women every day.
That's facts.
Facts, no pencil.
So make sure you up on your game because they on their game. They on their game now. They looking for a man. They'll let you know straight up, I want to get married. I want to get out this country.
Yep.
Now, your job, if you should take on that task, is to say to them, this tape will self-destruct in 5 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Because that's mission impossible. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna happen right now. Unless you really meet that right now. Sometimes it does happen where you meet that person and she don't want to end the conversation and you don't want to end the conversation. That happens sometimes.
Yep.
But just be on top of your game. Because they already know what they want. They already know what they're looking for.
Yep.
And a lot of men do marry a lot of women from Costa Rica. They might not be from that country, but they in Costa Rica when they met them. So Oh, yeah, it's a lot. It's I'm not gonna say it's oversaturated, but there's a lot of women there looking for a committed man.
Interesting. You know what? It's funny because I did meet a Venezuelan out there, and she was trying to, pull that commitment on me. And I was like,
because she seen you was on top of your game. She's like, I might miss my turn. Let me try him.
Yep.
But you from the sea. So
yeah.
You can't get away with that. You know
exactly,
I'm from the Bronx, so I know that.
Exactly, man.
I'm like, okay, yeah, I have no game when I hear it.
Yep. And she was cool as hell. I went out there. She paid for everything.
See?
I was trying to pull out money. She's like, no, you ain't got to do nothing.
See?
I was like, what?
She done threw out the fish.
Exactly.
But they don't think that they don't have money. They got money out there. Some of their families are well off.
Yeah.
They just left their country because they're not happy with their country and the situation, and they're looking for a better life.
Yeah, definitely. That's
but
facts.
They definitely are by far, I can honestly say, some beautiful women.
Yeah, especially from what I saw when I went there.
And they are competing for you. They're competing. So it might be 10 of them. It might be one girl. She got 10 amigas. She introduced him to all 10 of them. They going into competition mode right there. It's on.
Nice.
He's right there, and they looking at him. They're like, "Oh yeah, he's nice. Yeah, okay." Soon that girl turn her back. You need anything? Everything okay? You all right?
Yeah.
That's when it started. Let the games begin.
Exactly, man. See, and that's the old school way of it, you know how in the States, women, I'm sure you probably watch some of that, Cass, some of his shows, Kevin Samuel, how the women, they're like, I'm not going to compete with my friend, we ain't going to have him, then whatever,
Right.
He ain't important to me, and that's one thing I love about, leaving the Matrix, the women out of the country, they will compete for you, They're going to compete because they know they need the man,
They will compete. Like I had a Dominican girl. I'm just gonna give you an example, if it's okay.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
I was dating her for maybe about 5 years, but the wrong thing that she did was starting to introduce other females for me, thinking that they was her friend. And I told her, I was like, "Yo, those ain't your friends." Like she want me to come meet her later. That's not your friend. She said, no, it's not my friend, Poppy. It's not my friend. I said, I know it's not my friend. You know, call me Poppy. I know. You know what I'm saying? She tried to play you.
They were trying. They were trying.
Like it was her friend, her cousins, all of them. You like her? You don't like me? You like her? Yeah, they start throwing trickology at you. So you gotta have your hat on. You know what I'm saying? You like her? You don't like me? Why you like her? I'm more beautiful than that. Trying to set you up. Wait a minute. Like, I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for this. Like, what's going on? And you don't want to get yourself caught up. You already got a dime. Stay with that dime. That's it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, one of the things is like once you get caught up, man, trying to fix that.
It's almost impossible with them. Once you show them that you unloyal, you done. You done. You done. Seriously, nice. Like I've seen it. Bad girls. So I'm like, damn, how he do that? I was confused. I was like, how did that brother do that? How did he? That's a dime right there. Like she ain't got no money. Okay, cool. I mean, to each his own. Everybody got this different flavors. You know that they savor. So do your thing. I wouldn't have did that though.
Yeah.
I would stay with that dime because she want to work. She wants something for her life. That other girl just wants to live off of you. She's not going to work. She's going to think she's so beautiful that she does not have to work.
Yeah, you catch that.
And then when you catch that and slide that ring on her finger, you just put yourself in a large pot of trouble, brother. Because she's not going to do nothing.
All I gotta say, you better protect your neck with that one, man. You better protect your neck.
She gonna get you. She gonna get you. Don't get her pregnant. Oh, you done. Costa Rica got laws for Americans.
Really?
They got to get child support.
Really?
Off the back.
Big, even if you're not from that country.
If you're not from that country.
Really, man. Oh,
Costa Rica got ties with America and the system. So when things do happen like that, they can immediately send it to America to let them know the name. And like all these girls don't think they stupid. They know your name, they know your social, they know everything about you because you told them.
And they probably slick with it, trying to get the information out of you.
That's why you got to keep your mouth shut. You only say what you need to say. That's it.
Yeah, that's some good stuff, man. So how many times have you been? Well, how many trips have you done it, and how long you been going to Costa Rica?
I've been going to Costa Rica since 2009. And my first trip was Labor Day 2009. Yeah, Labor Day 2009. Then I started going for Halloween. They get dressed up and different characters and stuff like that. It's quite quite amazing the way they do those things, but they really know how to have a good time. Now, there was a spot that you could go to in Costa Rica, and it would never fail. There'd be 100+ women there. Beautiful.
Really?
Now, you had some that was like borderline, but majority of them, 90%, they beautiful. You know, they're trying to do their thing. You know, it was, and now the club was called the Del Rey.
Oh yeah, I know about Del Rey.
Now the Del Rey is now closed.
Really?
You missed it. If you ain't go to Costa Rica yet and you missed the Del Rey, you missed it.
Really? So shut down for good? That's it?
Down.
Oh
the
man,
mayor shut it down.
Really?
Just like they did the club in Brazil.
Yeah, Help.
Not 4x4.
Help.
Club Help.
Yeah.
If you ain't go to Brazil in the 90s, you missed it.
Damn, man.
Club Help. It was like levels of them. Like they was all pulling on you. They can go through the door. I come here, puppy. I want to talk to you. Like I want to go with you. You didn't have to say nothing. Club Help was crazy, out of control. So, but you have a good time there, and you can always meet you a decent one there. You just have to be selective with everything else you do in life. You know, be smart about. Don't you know? Make sure your head up here is making good decisions for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's definite.
Make sure.
So, although you love a lot about Costa Rica, what are some of the negatives you would say about being there?
Costa Rica now, this is the one thing, don't get it twisted. They got some stick-up kids out there. They know why men are coming there. They will rob you. Straight up. Like, it's a third world country. That's what they do. Why would you not be on point? That's why I'm telling you. Like me, I go by myself. I know how to run that thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, I got drivers out there. I got people I know out there. You know, if they tell me a certain area is hot, I'm not going there. You know, you know, there's been a lot of incidents in Escazú. Don't go Escazú. Escazú is where most of the veterans live. You know, Escazú is beautiful, but it could get raunchy where you'll have guys roll up on bikes and you sitting there talking to somebody on your phone, waiting for the taxi, the car. How fast is a bike going? He could reach his hand out, snatch your phone, and keep it moving. Snatch your bag, take your earrings or your jewelry, or just stop the bike and put a gun in your face and say, give me your money.
That's true.
So you got to make sure it's not a dangerous country. I mean, you got to think about it, man. This could happen to you anywhere you go. Anywhere. It's just not smart for you to have stuff like that out in a third world country. And for instance, I helped this girl out when we were in Copacabana. White chick, you know, she was flogging with a friend and had all these diamonds on and, you know, blah, blah, blah. I said, listen, I need to help you out with something because I don't think you understand where you are. This is a third world country. If you go outside, I put $1,000 on it right now. You go outside with that on, when you come back, you will not have that. You got too many diamonds glistening, too much gold on your neck. Why would you even wear that to a third world country? When you go to a third world country, you know what you do? You blend in. You don't go out there flogging. That's how you get robbed. Yep. And of course, you guys know I've made several videos about that. Blend in. Like, I don't wear this shirt at home. This is for here. Yep. I got certain stuff that I wear on trips and things I wear at home. Now, I can wear all my diamonds and stuff at home because I'm at home. Yep. But would I bring that stuff here? No, because they never seen that stuff before. Now they want it. Now they're going to do what it takes to get it. Especially after COVID season too. A lot of people in work and during COVID, a lot of countries locked down. There you go. So what you think they're going to do if they see that and you walk in front of the wrong people? They're going to get you. They want you. Yep, that's facts, man. Facts, no pencil. Right there, man. So, man, with Costa Rica, you know, because I only did one trip there. I want to go back and everything. So would you say, would that be a good, well, would you say that, will it be safe to do a solo trip?
currently?
It would be safe to do a solo trip because you know the rules. You know, you got there's rules in every country. You know, and what I've done through the years of my travel is not only meet, you know, business partners, beautiful women, eat good food, stay at good resorts in these places, but I build relationships so I know what and what not to do in certain environments in those countries, in certain providences in those countries. So now I go anywhere by myself.
Yep.
I mean, I was in Fortaleza, Brazil by myself. I was in Salvador, Bahia by myself. I mean, but I met people there and they showed me the ropes and told me what to do. I mean, I even had the policia connect with me and help me do things. I mean, they was just very friendly, man. Everywhere I go, it's just very friendly. And it's how you conduct yourself and it's how you present yourself to these people and to make them want to get to know you, you know? And that's basically what it's about. I love traveling, man. I haven't had a bad experience at all. And I'm gonna keep on doing. I'm going out further. Now this year I'm taking it to another level with my travel. And I'm going to some countries as they open up, you know, make sure I stay on top of the cases of the corona and stuff like that. And make sure I'm in a good place.
Nice. And then when you said about those robberies and everything that's going on in Costa Rica, that was during the day or was that during the night?
No, that's basically during that night.
Okay.
I mean, I won major money in casinos at Costa Rica, but I didn't get robbed. I know what I'm doing.
Yep.
In the casino at night. And went home, count my money, threw my money on the bed, you know what I'm saying? Do the what's his name? I'm rich.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm rich, bitch.
You know what I'm saying? I'm rich. I got the Costa Rican money. I got the colones all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Number hundreds flopping over, you know, like, yo, okay, cool. But you gotta know your area. That's why I said before you go out there flogging, make sure you learn the country first.
Yeah,
make sure you have some people that you can communicate with before you get on that plane to see what's actually going on in that country.
Yeah, it makes sense, you know, and that's all logic. That's all basic information.
Oh, yeah, man. But I was so glad that I was brought into the game by, you know, men of distinction. You know what I'm saying? And when I say that, all these men were business owners, you know, owning insurance companies and things like that. You know, we did fishing trips in Jaco Beach. We did fishing trips, man. I mean, these guys, they want to go play golf, they want to fish. You know, they millionaires. So this is what they do. So they blessed me, brought me in the game, but not only brought me in the game, it showed me how I could move my money to make more money. That's what you want to be around, people that's going to elevate you.
Yeah, you know definitely. And that's why you meet people while you travel. Don't be afraid to talk to people. You know what I mean?
Yep, people that's going to elevate you, people that's going to be on that's going in the same direction you are, or they might be at a higher level, but you still going in the same direction. Guess what? Being that y'all on the same team, it's gonna be enough for him to extend his hand to you and pull you up to where he at.
Yep. All right, well, let's start going through the chats and everything. Sorry, I want to cut this off and everything because we're going on 2 hours. I'm like, man,
it don't even feel like 2 hours.
I know.
I swear it don't. I'm like,
yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm like, oh snap, we're going on 2 hours, and the family, they're like, man, we're ready to move, man, move around, you know. We're gonna get the hell up out of here. But let's go through some of this first here, man. You know, yeah, we got to do this again, man.
We're gonna do it again, man. We're gonna do it again. Trust me.
You know, so we got one question here from J Black 142 said, how about Limon? So I think you touched a little bit on it, but I don't know if you have any more.
Well, Limon is, like I said, Limon is I touched on that, but I don't know if you heard it, J Black. Limon is a good country to go visit. There's a lot of Panamanians in Cologne, but the Limon is full of Black Costa Ricans, and it's a beautiful place to visit. They have a lot of very beautiful women there, and you will have a great time, man. Trust me. Just like always, stay on point. No matter how comfortable you feel, stay on point.
Nice. They also said right here, he said, all there is in San Jose is the cooters.
I don't know what you mean, cooler, but if it means nothing, then you're exactly right.
Exactly.
Because San Jose is nasty, man. I don't even see how dudes get off the plane and be trying to go to San Jose and find a good time. Like, that's a city.
Yeah, it ain't gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen, bro. You're gonna meet some, but it ain't gonna be nothing you want to meet. Trust me. Ain't nothing you could build no future with or nothing like that.
Nice. So we got Nick in your state. He said, how do you get to Jacko Beach?
Jaco Beach. Jaco Beach, you take the Uber. Take an Uber. Take an Uber. It's the cheapest way. Wherever you go in Jaco, take an Uber. Wherever you go in Costa Rica, take an Uber.
How much gonna cost about for the Uber?
Now this is the kicker right here. I'm gonna put y'all up on game, like the Chicas put me up on game in Costa Rica, because I was like, baby, come on, we gonna hop in the cab, we gonna get there, we gonna do this, we gonna do that, blah blah blah. She said, no, baby, you gonna pay $100 for a cab? She said it costs $10 to get there on the bus. I'm like, damn.
Oh man.
I'm like, hold up, man. You looking out for me. You trying to help me, bro. You trying to save my money so I got more money.
Yeah, exactly. They know the game. It's all about the game.
But if they like you, they're gonna protect you and they're gonna help you understand how their country is being run. That's what I learned from different women in different countries. Like I'm here now. I got a friend that she protects me, she cooks, she does everything. I don't have to go out and eat.
Yep. And also I'm gonna throw out the reference to Yasonis. I don't know if you guys, watch his stuff. I be trying to promote him, shout him out on the show, but he will always say foreign women are your guard dogs. They will make sure you're good. And that he's not saying it in a bad way, kind of like how you would hear like what's his name? Minister Jab talking about German Shepherds and anything like that. Yeah, it ain't that time. He's talking about guard dogs that they will make sure that they will protect you and make sure that you don't go to the wrong location and you'll catch yourself in a bad situation. Yep. So when you find a good one like that, you're good to go. You got to worry about nothing, man.
Yep. And they will protect you. They won't let nothing happen to you. Take you to the airport, watch you get on the plane.
Yep.
And call you while you on the plane. Baby, call me when you get home. Okay, cool.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Might send you a little sugar on the WhatsApp. Yeah.
We touched on that on J Black 142 said Del Rey's closed permanently now. He thinks, it is. Definitely
closed,
is.
Bro. You missed that. If you ain't go, you missed it. That was the bomb.
Because I've been to Del Rey, man. That was nice.
The chain, bro. When I first seen it, I was like, "Is this real?" It took me my mind a minute to adjust because I had never seen so many beautiful women at one time. Never.
Yeah.
4x4.
They're back open.
4x4 is back open. They did burn down earlier not burned down. They caught on fire. They got part of it caught on fire. So I believe they restored it now. But the other club in Brazil, you missed that. You missed it.
That's it for help.
You missed that. Club help. You missed that. I never seen nothing like that. It was levels. I'm talking about, bro, levels. Like level. The DJ on one level and there's two other levels. Nothing but women. Brazilian women.
Fine ones too.
And it didn't close until like 3-4 in the morning. Come on, bro. Come on.
Yep. We got here. J Black 142 said, hit the like button. That's right. I forgot to remind you guys, man, hit that like button. Continue hitting that like button. I'm sure you guys are enjoying this information from my man's here. So go ahead and hit that for me. Definitely, I will definitely appreciate that. So we also got right here. We got Travelmatic for the culture. What's good, Solo, and the Cowboy fan?
Hey,
what up, man?
Die-hard Cowboy since I knew football, man. And I'm from New York.
Oh, really, man?
I'm just saying, that star got me, bro. And then you had Roger Staubach and Tony Dorsett and Too Tall Jones and all of them. Come on, man. That was come on. How many Super Bowl rings did that team win? Come on, please.
But Elon Manning, he's the Brady Slayer, man. You know what I mean? I mean, like he's the one that be killing him at the Super Bowl. So
hey, I just know one thing. I don't know what Roger Staubach was telling them guys, but they took heed to it and they won many Super Bowls. They used to be America's team.
Yeah, used to.
You know what I'm saying? I feel as though we still are. I think we still in the game. We just got to get it together.
Yeah. Well, my thing is for me, I thought the Patriots were like basically the new American team.
Yeah,
Tom Brady when he was on
right
there.
now. Tom Brady will put the thing on that, but now he went over to the other side. Making them good.
Yeah.
When is he gonna stop?
Man, that dude, man, I don't know what he got. I don't know what it is, man, but he got that, man. Because I remember when he first got into the league, man, he was like skinny and couldn't even run, and he just looked like he was just horrible. And now he's like a freak of nature, man.
But see, he's got a good offense and a defense to protect him.
Yep, and plus he built that offense too.
You could tell he brought Gronkowski back like it was nothing.
Exactly,
so he quit.
Yeah, he was like, done. He retired.
He probably said something like, "Yo, you owe me $1."
He was like, "Come get this other ring.
Come get this ring, and then we'll talk about letting you leave." Okay, you owe me. I made you.
Yeah, I was pissed off because Gronk was. I had him for fantasy, so I was like, "Dude, he's gonna leave." But the Patriots, man.
To Tampa Bay.
Yeah,
do that with that.
Yeah, I didn't bring him in. Last year I didn't have him, but yo, man, from those years, I had him for a couple of years, and he will make me tons of points. Keep me in the game. There are times when all my other people in my squad would just was just horrible, busted, but he would drop like 20 points from me. You know what I mean? I'm like, whoa.
I'm trying to think, like, who is another guy like Gronkowski in the league? Like, is there another one like him?
I mean, you had Jimmy Graham at one point, but now, he's not as good. He's on my team, the Bears, but, he was another one in the time when he was with New Orleans. He was he was looking really good. And after they got rid of him, moved him over to Seattle, that's when he just started going downhill. Then he went to.
They brought back, what's his name, to the Cowboys. I don't think he should have never came back. The tight end.
Who, which one?
I don't want to say his name.
Leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that, man.
I don't want to say his name. I don't want to put him out there like that. Who took an Uber from San Jose to Haku? It was $80. I think good price. It's a long ride. No, a good price is taking the bus. You didn't listen to me, did you, Ro Diddy? I think you still got pizza in your mouth. I said, take the bus for $10. It gets there in an hour, just like the taxi. So you're paying $70 extra. So I'm gonna take that 70, put it in my pocket, and have a good time while you spend 80.
Yeah, I think that he did. He just went. He didn't know about the bus before. He probably took the Uber before he knew about the bus.
I mentioned that before, and I know some of the other guys heard me that Chica told me, why you gonna take the cab for 100 when you could take the bus for 10 and get there in an hour, just like the taxi.
Yeah,
they take the same route.
Yeah,
you can take an express bus that will go straight from San Jose to Haku.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna ask you. $10. Yeah, I'm gonna ask you that it doesn't do any stops.
But Ro want to do 80 in the Uber.
Yeah, nah, man.
Yo, Ro, you got some extra dough. Go ahead and shoot my man that money, man. Because you wasting money, bro. I'm trying to help you, bro.
We got Charles. So he says that thing about foreign women facts. Yeah, some will set you up, but some will be your what's that quesadilla? I don't know.
Quase guy. Quase guy. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But sorry, man. I couldn't. That's my first time hearing that word. So
yeah. I had to look at it. I ain't gonna lie. I had to look at it. I still don't even know if I said it right.
Yeah, man. I don't know either, man. But shit, it is what it is, man. I'm tired. Shoot.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, man. Costa Rica. Yo, guys, do not sleep on Costa Rica, man. You missing the whole big piece. Costa Rica is only 2-3 hours away from America. If you go on Skip Lag or Scanner, you could get a flight round trip for like $300. If you go straight to the Delta site, you're gonna pay $400 or $500. If you get a buddy pass, you're gonna pay $450.
Yeah, if you get the companion pass,
you get like $40. Pass, you only paying $250.
Yeah, you pay $40.
Yeah, but it's kind of hard now with everybody trying to get back right in the airlines, and as many as employees they lost, it's gonna be a while before it gets back like it was, man. That's what I really think.
That's true. That's true.
Man.
You know, but anything else that you want to leave for everybody, you know, as your closing statement?
One thing I want to let y'all know, man, keep traveling, man. Don't be scared. Don't be scared to travel. Make sure that you do have a buddy that is reliable if you are traveling, or let someone know that's close to you where you're going and where you're going to be staying. So if something does happen, they know where you are. You know what I'm saying? We don't look for something to always happen when we go out the country, but you never know what you might walk into. I don't go to country in fears. I go to countries with the intent on enjoying life. So my approach is totally different, but I want you guys to stay blessed. I enjoyed you guys today. My name is $DP, the 5-star general of the game. This is what I do. And I just wish you guys a happy traveling year, you know, and stay up, man. Need any information? You know, my man, a solo traveler, get at him, and he'll put you up on what you need to know.
All right, give it up for DP. Give it up for helping come joining us, man. Appreciate the time, man.
I love, man. I appreciate you, brother. So this wouldn't happen if it wasn't for you.
Yeah, man. You know, I told you in advance, man. But you know, we keep crossing paths and everything. So you know,
definitely, it's a blessing because I mean, it's many times we've been in, several times we've been in the same places, and we never got an opportunity to hook up. But this time it was just like, okay, let's start this off new. Let's get this right. So I told him, I said, yo, I didn't care if I had to pay the cab driver 100 pesos to get here. I was coming. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Nice, man. Well, yo, once again, man, I thank you, man. I thank you for being here, man. Definitely is, man. You know, we'll be back again next Saturday. You know, of course, another sensational Saturday. And of course, I'm going to be doing finally the first open panel Thursday. We're going to be going over Costa Rica. So I don't know if you want to join in, you know, bring in more information in Costa Rica, let you guys come on through, show your experience, share your pictures, share your video for other brothers that's curious about Costa Rica. So make sure come join us this Thursday. I'm not gonna move it again. Sorry, yo. Like I said, I had this week was rough. You know me. So, but nonetheless, you know, we'll be back, and you know, we're out of here. Thanks again, man. Appreciate everything. We're out.
That was butter. Oh, butter, right there. You're gonna get some hits off that joint, man.